What If I Don't Know, written by Tangila Lee. Interior apartment, night. Abigail closes the door and places her back against it.
Well, that was quite unexpected.
That's not funny.
What? I thought it was the perfect time for some humor.
When I'm royally pissed at you for planning an event in our house without consulting me?
How was I supposed to know you weren't gonna say yes? Look, I'm sorry. How do I make it up to you? Before you decide.
I don't know if you can. That felt like a complete violation.
Oh, come on. That was our family. Hell, even if we weren't gonna get married, we should see them more often.
I don't need your sister hounding me to see a ring I haven't even put on yet.
What's wrong with my sister?
Famously? Everything?
Wow, that's low. And your dad? What about him? Brandon, you're quite the upgrade from that Charles. I'm glad she chose you.
Literally a compliment.
I don't know, seems fishy. He's always finding a way to weasel Charles' name into the conversation.
Yeah, to talk about how horrible of a person he was.
I don't know. It's too often. It's like he misses him.
You're unbelievable.
Abigail goes to pick up dishes from the table and takes them to the kitchen. She's talking when she comes back through the door.
I don't want to see them right after I get proposed to.
Yeah, but right after you get engaged is okay, though. That's why you should have said yes.
Brandon is trying to fold the tablecloth, but it keeps slipping from his hands. Abigail walks over to help him.
Are you fucking kidding me? That's why I did it. That shit right there.
What? My handsome looks? I highly doubt that's the reason. So, there's nothing you want. Nothing I can do to make it up to you. How about we get a drink to calm down?
Abigail turns to place the tablecloth on the mount above the fireplace.
You really don't know when to take things seriously. And you never listen to me.
What are you talking about? I'm listening to you right now.
You never listen. You continuously disregard my feelings and my wants. And then you expect me to marry you? That's not how marriages work, Bran. At least not happy, long lasting ones. You really think you listen to me?
Of course I listen.
Brandon grabs 2 glasses of wine from the table. One spills.
Damn it.
Be careful.
Abigail hands Brandon a towel to wipe up the wine.
Fine, I'll prove it to you. Where?
Where what?
Where do you want to grab a drink?
At a bar. Like your dad suggested before you all but kicked him out?
See, this is why I'm so hesitant to marry you.
What? What's wrong with the bar?
2 years and you still recommend things I hate doing.
You don't hate going to bars. I know that for a fact.
Abigail walks over and picks up the half-empty bottle of wine from the table.
I hate spending money on new stuff we already have.
Why? I'm not going to the bar for wine.
You're going for liquor, which we have. Okay, that's not enough for you? Then what was the first thing you offered my Aunt Grace when she walked through the door?
What? Wine, I think.
And where did I tell you she's been for the last 6 months?
In Arkansas.
Where in Arkansas?
The slopes?
Rehab, Brandon, rehab.
That was for a prescription drug addiction.
You're not serious. Alcohol is a gateway to pill popping.
She holds up the wine. Brandon takes it and places it in the wine bar. They move in sync like they've been married for years.
I'm starting to think you're making excuses for why you said no.
I didn't say no to make
Didn't say
excuses.
yes.
I was in the middle of my thought when the damn doorbell rang and your whole family shoved their way into my house.
Your family was here too.
They were here because who invited them?
I thought you'd say yes. I clearly misinterpreted your hints, and that's on me.
Abigail stops polishing wine glasses and turns to him.
What hints?
The things you said and did?
Like?
OMG, all my friends are getting married or having kids. This is why I don't check Facebook anymore. It's just for announcements.
Okay, and?
And when we were at the mall and you wanted to stop at the jewelry store,
To look at
because
necklaces?
I thought that was a distraction tactic.
Oh my god.
Abigail goes back to polishing the wine glasses.
You tried on an engagement ring right after.
Just to see how it looked.
Why did the lady say your ring size so loudly? Okay, size 6 for the lady. I saw her wink at you.
Okay, yeah, that was weird. I thought she had something in her eye.
Yeah, a wink.
Okay, besides all that, what would make you think I want to get married right now?
The talk we had last month. The one about kids and our future.
The one where I said I wanted all that by 25 and was joking?
Didn't know you were joking.
I was.
I just assumed since you were, you know, 30, you were late on your plans.
If there was a reason to marry you, I'd say it's because you're sweet and thoughtful. Not always full of great thoughts, but there's always a thought somewhere in your brain.
That's sweet? Kind of?
Sorry.
So, will you marry me?
Again with this.
It'd just be nice to know before we go to bed. What?
Not now. I don't think I can right now.
And you say I never listen. Well, I heard that. And for the record, of course I listen to you. I listen to everything you say, even the things I don't want to hear, like that.
Why can't you take things seriously? And why are you being so combative right now?
I'm taking you saying no seriously.
Should we talk later? I really don't want to keep going in circles.
Circle? Like an engagement ring?
Okay, that's it. I'm done.
Abigail puts down the glass she's working on and starts to walk away, but Brandon grabs her arm.
You know why I'm not taking it seriously? Because I'll break down if I do. I want to marry you. And you saying no, it breaks my heart. I don't know who I am without you. And the possibility of us not being together forever scares me. My days begin and end with you, and I never want that to change. You're who I want to spend the rest of my life with, regardless of hints or rushing to beat a timeline. In my heart, I know it's you I end up with. So, yeah, I'm crushed that you don't feel the same way. You know why I like going to the bar? Because it's where we met for the second time twice. I thought there had to be something rooting for us, shipping us like we were the main characters of a YA novel. We're like the alphabet. You come first, then I come right after.
Oh my god, I literally hate you. Oh.
Wait. I just realized how sexual that sounded. I wasn't even thinking that way. I meant our names. Abby, Brandon, like we go well together. Like yin and yang, like peas in pods like PB&J.
Can we move on?
Oh no. Yeah, sure. I was waiting for you to stop me.
Just don't want to get married right now. It's not to say I don't ever want to marry you. I don't want to marry anyone right now.
You know, an engagement doesn't mean we have to get married right away. Some people are engaged for 10 years. I mean, look at Cassie and Diddy.
Yeah, I don't think he ever put a ring on it, which is crazy because she's like super beautiful.
Well, I tried. I think I deserve more credit than I'm being given here.
I wonder how long Beyonce and Jay-Z were together before they got married.
Right now, really, in the middle of an important conversation.
You're the one bringing up celebrities, and now I'm thinking about Beyonce.
Should we Google it right now? Is it more important?
Hmm,
Let's Google it.
Brandon pulls out his phone.
Nothing on here about when they got engaged.
It's not important.
I know. Back to us. Marriage?
I just said not now.
Hey, but can we get engaged now? We can get married in like 2 years if you want.
Okay, you want honesty?
No. Please lie to me.
Fine. Then I want to marry you.
Great. I'll call our parents.
No, the real truth is that I
Wait,
don't.
before you say it, can we weigh out pros and cons?
Fine.
Cool. Pro, you get to marry me. Con, you have to marry me. Pro, no one has to start planning anything. We can wait as long as you'd like to actually tie the knot because I know for certain I want to spend the rest of my life with you. Con, people will ask us when we're getting married constantly, and if there are save the dates coming.
Pro, you've already told all of our friends and family, so we won't need to make any new phone calls. Con, I don't know if I want to spend the rest of my life with you. I could be making a huge mistake.
Hmm. That's a sizable con. You don't love me?
No, I didn't say that. Of course I love you. I don't know if you're the person I'm supposed to grow old with. When I look at my past, I see a history of past relationships that didn't last very long. I know I love you. Like I know that with all of me. But when we start talking about marriage, I don't know. I freeze up. You know how I feel about my parents. Their divorce broke my heart and their own. That's not an option for me. Divorce isn't an option. So I have to be sure before I devote my life to someone and take their name that it's not an option for them either. We have to work through every problem, every disagreement, every trial. Our relationship has to already be like a marriage, and it just isn't there yet. I think we need more time.
Well, I I mean, if I had a choice, it'd be Beyonce I'd spend the rest of my life with, but she's not here. I'm here. I'm here and I want to marry you.
I understand that. I just want to be honest with you. Do you want me to resent you?
I guess not.
Then honesty is the best policy. Can we place this on standby until I know if I want to spend the rest of my life with you?
Fine. Is there anything I can do to influence your decision?
Just be yourself. That's how I'll know my honest answer.
Okay.
So you'd rather marry Beyonce, huh?
Don't let that influence your choice. It was a joke, an ill-timed joke, but a joke nonetheless.
Too late. It's in there.
Abigail walks back through the kitchen door, and Brandon stands there with a smile. It fades to a solemn look when she's through the door fully. Cut to black. The Great Hiker Reunion, written by Rosie Coursey. In blackout, we hear a loud and bright ding, like an elevator. Lights up on Gina, center stage, in a gazebo. She is clutching the railing. She opens her eyes. She pauses, taking in her surroundings. In disbelief, she walks around to the left side of the gazebo while scanning the area. She cautiously sits on the bench, seems to remember something, and carefully starts probing her neck. Heather enters upstage quickly. As soon as she sees Gina, she yells with joy.
Hey, Gina!
Fuck.
Gina jumps up and turns around.
Heather?
Yeah, it's me, Heather.
Oh my god. I'm losing it.
Oh, no, you're not.
Heather steps forward and tries to hug her. Gina flinches and steps back.
No, I am, because you are dead. You are a dead person talking to me and attacking me.
Hugging you.
But you are dead. You did die.
Yes?
Yes, you did. You're dead.
You don't have to keep.
So what is this? And why am I here?
It's the gazebo, Gina, from Jefferson Park.
No, yeah, I can see that, but fuck.
I thought it would be nostalgic because we used to have so much fun here and stuff. That's why I chose it for you, for us to meet up.
Wait,
This is where we used to play freeze tag,
Heather,
where we first got drunk, the formal fuck, remember?
just
And where you and Pete first did hand stuff.
so I'm dead?
Yeah.
When I fell off the cliff, right? That was me dying.
I'm sorry, Gina.
Gina numbly sits on a bench. Heather sheepishly sits next to her.
I swear I had this whole speech planned and everything, and there's a sign in my backpack, so I feel like I fucked this up. Do you think I fucked this up?
What?
This, I came on too strong. I think, like, I was originally going to give you a minute to catch your bearings more, but it's like, then I saw you here, like here with me again, and like here, like our spot. And I just, shit.
It's fine.
I missed you so fucking much. You have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
Can I hug you now, please?
Gina nods. Heather exhales and hugs Gina. Gina is mortified and doesn't hug back.
You smell the same.
Thank you.
Are you going to be all right? I know this is sort of a lot.
No, I mean, yeah, it is. But I'll be okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Heather reaches out to hold Gina's hands. Gina is visibly uncomfortable and flinches a little, but allows it.
Is there anyone else?
In death? Oh, yeah, of course, loads. I'm just the lucky lady who gets to lead you over to the other side.
Okay, good.
It would be a little overwhelming to be just dropped in,
Yeah, probably.
They like to send in a friendly face to guide the dead in. Helps with the transition, like a little welcoming committee or something.
That's really, really nice of you, Heather. And I'm honestly like, over the moon happy to see you. I mean, besides,
Us being dead.
yeah, us being dead, Heather. I think that part sucks, obviously.
Obviously. Yeah. And it like, even though it's nice to see you again, I was like really bummed to find out you died.
Thanks.
It's bittersweet, right? Is that a good word for it? Bittersweet?
Right. So, like I was saying, I really appreciate all of this. Sorry, it's just, we should get going, right? To heaven, I'm guessing?
It's called The Other Side.
Got it. Yeah, so do you know what way or?
Well, yeah, but
Yeah, but what?
I was kind of hoping we could catch up first.
Oh, okay, but I would love that, really. I'm just a little spooked right now. You get that, right?
No, yeah, I get that, obviously.
Right. So what I think would be good for me right now is to just get there, decompress a little, and then we can totally meet up and hang out, like down the line a little.
But I don't want to wait for any longer, though, G.
So which way are we going? Is it by the entrance or?
Please, I feel like there's stuff that we like really need to discuss.
What stuff?
Just stuff, friendship stuff. It's nothing to be nervous about. It's just me, you know.
I'm not nervous.
Okay.
I'm understandably on edge right now.
Understood. Got it. I hear you. You're being heard. I still need to talk to you right now.
Fuck, okay then, talk. Sorry. Shit. I mean, go ahead. You have my undivided attention.
Okay. So basically, what it is, I can tell you're a little mad at me.
Heather.
Stop it. I know you are, and honestly, you have every right to be. Ever since I died, I've had a lot of time to think, you know.
Yeah, but
Please, just listen. I don't want us to just rush over to the other side with any resentment.
okay. Okay, the floor is yours.
Let me start by saying I always sort of knew you guys didn't want to do the whole camping thing. I mean, you never said it directly, but I could tell. It's like I knew you guys were going along just because I was really, really set on it.
Yeah, you're right about that bit. We almost had Zoe fake an asthma attack.
I got her stepmom's baptism. I've been able to tell though.
Right, that's what I said. But it's like, we never do shit you want to do, and Bree still felt really bad about Craig, and
Yeah, I know. It's just like,
even though she knew you knew, she had absolutely no idea he was going to ask her.
right, yeah. But it was still so humiliating. Fuck.
Come on, Heather. We've been over this. You guys have been over for like 4 weeks, almost a month, right?
Yeah, and you know, I think women should always support each other
Exactly.
because we live in a society that's always making us unnecessarily compete with each other. Like, I get that.
Sure.
But it's like, you've got to understand the promposal was literally on everyone's Insta stories, which meant I had to watch him serenade her with his dumb uke at their dumb track meet like 40 different times from 40 different angles.
I get that.
And then it was her being like, oh my God, of course. And him picking her up and spinning her around 40 different times. And everyone just loving it.
That's tough. But you know, she really had no control of any of that.
I mean, I get that now. And I apologized for crying during lunch.
Boys are like so dumb. And you know that, Heather. You shouldn't have let Craig put that much tension on a 4-year friendship.
You're right. And I know now that I was being like so weird about the whole thing when I should have just been happy for her.
Atta girl.
She wanted to do the whole camping thing because she felt sorry for me.
Yeah, that's just the type of girl she is, you know? That's a little Bree lady.
I really hope they find her. Zoe too.
Well, prom's not for like another month, so who knows? They both could possibly still go.
Yeah. I'm really rooting for them. God, I don't know what I was thinking, really. It's just like the idea of sleeping under the stars and unplugging sounded just amazing.
Yeah, I read every article you sent in the group chat. We were going to get all one with nature and find ourselves.
If I could go back in time, I'd punch me.
You aren't responsible for our deaths, if that's where you're going with this.
I mean, I kind of am.
Personally, I feel like this is on Steve Jobs.
What?
Well, the weather app didn't say jack shit about the 1 a.m. mini hurricane that blew our shit everywhere and soaked us.
Yeah, fuck weather.
Really? And why the fuck aren't phones waterproof?
It's a crime.
Really? And if they were, the way God intended, we could have used maps to get us back to civilization. But of course they aren't, because fuck us, I guess.
You're making good points, but Steve Jobs didn't poison me.
Right. I was gonna ask, what the fuck did you eat? We couldn't figure it out.
I ate a dead lizard.
Like a whole dead lizard?
Like some of it was pretty decayed.
Heather!
I was hungry. Get off my dick.
Oh my God. That makes me feel a lot better about the cliff thing.
Right? Right. Well, consider yourself lucky. I would have really preferred a quick knockout than, well, you know.
Yeah, that was real messy, girl.
I really thought you were rescued, though.
Why is that?
Well, after a couple of weeks without any of you, joining me, I figured it. I thought there was, and I mean no offense by this in any way, no fucking way you would be surviving in the wilderness.
Well, it's possible Zoe and Bree escaped. They sort of ditched me a couple days before because I was slowing them down.
That's just bitchy.
Yep.
That's why groups of 3 friends never work. 2 always pair off. It's classic.
Yeah, it was better with 4. Better with you.
Oh, Kate. That's so cute.
I mean, I guess, but they sort of left me to die.
Right. Okay. Fuck them. We're gonna have so much fun without them anyways.
You're right. Now, let's get going. I want to see what the great abyss is like.
Just a second.
Heather, come on. We worked everything out. I've forgiven you for making me do an outdoor activity. Everything is like totally groovy Tuesday right now.
Okay, yeah, but you didn't answer my question before.
Which one?
Riddle me how you managed to survive in the wilderness with nothing but a dead phone for 2 weeks and 3 days.
Right. Right. So,
did you drink each other's piss?
I mean,
wait. Oh my God. That was supposed to be a joke, Gina. You drank each other's piss?
No.
No.
I only drank my own. So.
Oh, well, excuse me then.
And then, 3 seconds later, we found a brook. So I was like, great.
Wow.
It's not funny.
I know. It's just, wow.
I'm done talking about it.
Me too, I swear. So then,
what?
If it wasn't from the nutrients from your piss.
Shut up.
How did you guys live so long?
Adrenaline.
What? No way. What?
Yeah, you'd be surprised what the human body can do for you in crisis, you know?
Can't be right.
Well, you weren't there.
I watched you faint at a Claire's when you were getting your ears pierced.
What does that have to do with this?
Like everything?
What does that mean?
You're physically fragile. There's no way you could have survived that long on nothing.
That is really rude.
No, it's not. I'm just being honest with you, and you should be honest with me.
God, when have I ever not been honest with you? I've always been like the realest bitch, and you know that.
What about the rule of 3?
What the fuck are you talking about?
It takes 3 minutes to die without air.
Cool fact, Heather.
3 weeks without water to die.
I told you, the brook. You're honestly being so bitchy right now. Heather, you said you would drop that, so I really don't appreciate you deliberately taunting me like a bully.
I'm a bully.
I said like a bully, if you're actually listening to me, thank you. And I've always looked out for you and your feelings. It's like my fucking job, like day fucking one, and all you've been is whiny and ungrateful. And
stop it.
Stop what? Expressing my feelings? I'm sorry, I didn't realize you're the only one who gets to have feelings, Heather.
No, stop trying to change the subject.
I'm not. I'm just saying what needs to be said. I know it might be a lot for you, but I've been cuddling you for far too long.
Shut up. Just shut up. You're totally deflecting.
No.
Yes. Please stop bringing up other shit and focus. Can you do that?
Can I do that? I'm stupid now?
I don't know. Maybe you are. You seem to be having a lot of trouble answering a single question.
How can you even say that? Just how can you call me stupid when you died the stupidest way possible? You know, I wasn't going to tell you this, but since obviously you don't care about my feelings, I don't see why I should protect yours. You pushed me here, and I hope it was worth it. Bree and Craig actually started talking like almost a full week before he dumped you, so...
Oh.
Craig told Bree that you told him that you had to take anxiety medication, and it totally bugged him out because he didn't know when he asked you out that you were unstable. We were all deciding that it was best not to tell you because we knew you'd make a total fool of yourself and blow everything out of proportion.
Fine.
Fine.
I don't care.
But of course, you know, we were just trying to protect you. Men are trash, you know?
I said I don't care. 3 days without food and you're dead. It's a fact.
From where?
Like every science book.
I've never read that.
What did you eat, Gina?
Why can't you just accept that maybe you're wrong?
Because I'm not. And I know I'm not. And you're not going to convince me I'm crazy or dumb or too touchy or any of that shit. Not this time. I'm done with that.
God, I forgot how you can be sometimes.
Like what?
Like so fucking stubborn. You just keep pushing and pushing me all the time until you get your way. And now we're dead.
You said it wasn't my fault we died.
No, Heather, I didn't mean... Fuck. I'm sorry. I just feel... I can't be standing here with you right now. It's too much. I feel so...
Guilty?
Yeah.
Now we're getting somewhere.
What do you mean? What do you know? Do you know, Heather?
Pretty sure I do.
Gina turns and starts speed walking away.
Oh, God.
Gina, come on, please. Don't just end up...
Gina reappears, walking behind Heather.
The fuck?
Yes. Sort of a loop.
So, you knew this whole time?
I sort of had a feeling, and then you turned up looking so guilty.
How... Why are you being so calm right now?
Because I've already forgiven you.
Really?
Really? Let's leave it behind us. I mean, we're both dead anyways, right?
Really?
Don't get me wrong. I'm not stoked about the situation, but I can understand that people do the craziest shit in extreme conditions. Like, oh, what are they called?
You were so hungry.
Primal instincts, that's the word.
Oh God, Heather. If I could go back, I wouldn't have even,
I know. Let it all go.
like, and it wasn't even my idea, you know? God, it really is good to see you. Really. Sorry about being weird earlier.
I'm over it.
Obviously, it was killing me to look at you. Just the guilt was like, ugh, physically hurting me. You get that, right? I wasn't just being a bitch.
No, yeah, totally. That's a lot to carry. You know, if I was in your position, then who knows? Right?
You think?
I mean, I did drag you guys out there. Who's to say I wouldn't have hidden food from me too?
What?
I mean, if I was dehydrated, hungry, tired, and pissed off at someone, I could see myself hiding food that I salvaged like you guys did.
Why are you saying that?
Saying what?
That we hid food from you?
Jeez. Come on, we just talked about this.
No.
Yes. Look, I'm not trying to guilt trip you right now. I'm being serious. Just listen, I'm saying I might have done the same thing, which is total opposite.
Oh my God.
What?
We wouldn't do that. We never would have done that to you.
Yes, you would. And you did, and I forgave you. Please don't start lying to me. Again, I really can't fucking take it.
I'm not, though. Fuck. I thought you figured it out.
I did figure it out. Why are you making this harder than it needs to be?
I'm not. It's just not what happened. I thought you got it, but I guess you didn't. Shit.
What did you think I meant, Gina?
Fuck, nothing. Just nothing. Please. Fuck.
No, really, what are you implying right now? Because I know I'm right. This is the only thing that makes sense.
Whatever. Okay, if that's what you want to believe, that's fine. Let's go.
No, it's not what I want to believe. It's the shitty thing you did that is literally the only explanation for anything. You know what? Fine, let's break down the other options which aren't plausible. You didn't catch and kill an animal, right?
I'm begging you to drop this right now.
No, we have to work through this. We have to heal.
I don't want to heal.
You do. Trust me. You don't want any more lies on your conscience, right?
I'm fine with it.
You are? Really?
Yeah.
I don't accept that.
Christ. Is this hell? Is this what my hell is?
You guys can't hunt for shit. If you ran into a living animal like a bear or a wolf, it would have eaten you first, right?
Please.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. So that couldn't have happened. I mean, shit. I guess you could have come across a dead animal and eaten it. I mean, that would actually make a lot of sense. Something already dead that you wouldn't have to kill. I mean, ew, but if it was something sort of big like a deer or even a small bear, that would last you a bit. Yeah, it would. That, I think, would be the only other logical reason for your survival, but it's not, obviously. So,
Why is that?
you would have told me? You wouldn't be fucking with me right now. There's nothing shameful or embarrassing about finding a dead thing and eating it. So that's crossed out. Look, I can tell the way you survived is giving you a great deal of guilt. Am I correct?
Yeah.
So just admit it. Look at me, I've already forgiven you, so just tell me that you secretly kept food from me.
I didn't.
Yes, you did. Admit it, Gina. You'll feel better, I promise. Let it out. Tell me how you survived all those days. Tell me.
I can't take it.
Tell me.
I'm so sorry.
For fucking what? We aren't going fucking anywhere until you say it.
Please don't make me.
Heather turns away.
I don't feel guilty about that because I didn't do that. I wouldn't do that, no matter how mad I was. I feel guilty about eating you.
What?
I'm so sorry.
Is this a joke? You ate me. What? When?
After you, like a whole day after you,
How?
I guess we sort of just,
No, fuck. No, I don't want to hear about how you. Fuck. I mean, how could you do that to me? How?
you've got to understand. We were so desperate, so hungry.
So you guys got together, threw some ideas around, and the one you all landed on was to eat me.
It was horrible. It was so bad. You have no idea.
So I tasted bad.
That's not what I said.
So I tasted good.
No,
Then you're saying I tasted bad.
I don't. Stop it.
Stop what? I want to know how I tasted. How did I taste, best friend?
Bad, okay? Horrible. And it reeked.
I reeked.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Come on. I'm really so sorry. Just.
You fucking ate me. Fuck you. And you know what? I bet you would have tasted way worse, by the way. Like very, very bitter.
Oh, really?
Like slutty.
Yeah. You would have been able to taste the slutty?
Yeah.
How so?
Like maybe when we were all eating you, one of us would start like gagging and then
Go ahead.
they would spit out a condom. Like a condom that was stuck inside you that you didn't even know about because you just have so much sex.
So much sex that I would have a condom in me.
Maybe.
I'm really sorry I had to eat you.
Okay. I guess I'll get over it. It's too bad that I won't get a burial and whatever, though. What would you have told my parents?
That a bear ate your body?
That's pretty metal, I guess.
I was also going to tell them that it was my idea to go camping.
Really?
I wanted us to sleep under the stars and become one with nature and whatever.
Well, to be fair, I think we're both pretty one with nature now.
Fuck yeah, we are. You mentioned something earlier about a sign.
Oh, yeah. It's silly, though. Like, this isn't an airport.
No, it's cool. And I want to see it.
You don't have to.
I want to see the sign my best friend made me.
Heather sheepishly takes a rolled up sign out of her backpack. It says, "Welcome, Gina. Sorry that you are dead."
Wow. I love it.
Really?
Yeah. Look at that penmanship.
Shut up.
They both embrace.
Ready to go?
No. Let's stay here for a little bit longer.
Don't you want to see your relatives again?
What? Gross. No. They can wait.
Fade to black. Louder Heartbeats, written by M.J. Harris. Interior, abandoned warehouse, daytime. Ash walks into an abandoned warehouse where he finds Estelle sitting alone in the dark. He approaches her hesitantly.
Who are you?
You must be new here. Estelle Tudor. Turn on the lights. The switch is by your hand.
Why can't you get to them?
Because I'm tied up here and I haven't eaten in 2 days.
Ash flicks the light switch on, welcoming a fluorescent buzz to the room and forcing Estelle to adjust to the now bright room.
Thank you.
Estelle watches as Ash backs away, keeping his distance from her. He looks down at her tied-up hands.
What are you doing here?
Someone sent me.
Someone sent you. What does that even mean?
Yes. You know, I don't have to help you. I can just leave you here whenever.
Estelle ignores him. She's too exhausted to respond and has blood dripping on her foot.
So, why are you here anyways?
Estelle scoffs and repositions her tied-up body to be slightly less uncomfortable.
Can I ask, what great deed did you do to be placed onto the radar of Emerald?
No. Don't get too ahead of yourself. It's classified. And you have to get on Wilford's good side to be authorized. And even then, you won't be getting it from me.
I'm well authorized for that information. Besides, Wilford doesn't even have a good side.
Sure he does. Try thinking on the bright side, golden boy. If you can figure out how to help me, I might be able to get you some intel.
Okay. I'll make a deal. I'll help you get out when I get the chance, and you'll give me the intel I need.
Now, General, I need something more than when I get the chance.
Okay. What if I can help get you out and make sure you have a good living situation until then?
Promise me.
Estelle.
Promise.
Okay, I promise. I promise that I will help you get out and make sure of your living situation.
Thank you.
Now, intel.
Wow. Forward, aren't you?
Okay.
I was here for a while, getting information on Emerald before Gregario figured it out. He says I'm too valuable to kill, whatever that means. So they put me here. This organization isn't as golden as you think, Ash.
Nothing is as golden as anyone thinks. Thanks.
Ash walks out of the warehouse. Cut to interior abandoned warehouse, daytime. Ash enters the abandoned warehouse again and stops to look around. Estelle sits alone still, but this time she has a bed and is no longer tied up. She looks directly at Ash and grins.
Welcome back to the dark side.
Ash winces and takes a step backwards.
Come on. I don't bite.
I don't trust you.
Nobody ever does. So, what brings you around to these parts?
I need more intel.
They always come crawling back.
Okay. Please?
I'll give you more intel, maybe. But you see how I roll? I need more stakes. You know, this information is still technically classified, and I'd be spilling all of Emerald's secrets, which is what nobody wants. Ever.
What do you want?
Oh, well, I know. You can get me out of here.
You want out.
Do I want out? Are you crazy?
I can't do it right now.
I never said right now, but in the next 24 hours, you could get me out, can't you?
I guess.
I guess isn't good enough for me. We had a deal.
I will. I promise. I will.
Thank you. There was this parasite. Yeah, it was in charge of the facility I was raised in. Maybe a sanction of it.
Where did you grow up?
A place called the House of Cards. Me and 3 others were assigned to this thing called the Aces. And basically, we were forced to go on missions.
What kind of missions?
We were to wipe out threats. They were missions no children should have to do. So the parasite was the one in charge, and therefore we became part of the ever-growing leech to Emerald.
Okay. So, how'd you get there?
I killed my family. I had no choice, believe me. We got out. Well, me and the aces. No other girls got out. All the other aces stayed far from Emerald, but not me. I worked for them for 6 years before I was found out. This was maybe 2012.
You've been here for 2 years.
Yep. I mean, on and off. Sometimes they take me away to do tests, but otherwise I am rotting in this cell. You don't have to feel bad for me. It's fine. I'm used to it.
I have to go.
Ash exits the warehouse before Estelle can say anything else. Cut to interior abandoned warehouse, daytime. Ash comes into the warehouse wordlessly, holding a key and some other things. There's a sequence of action featuring Ash and Estelle. First, they escape the warehouse. Then, fighting occurs. Finally, they find themselves in a car driving down a highway.
Thank you, Ash.
Of course. We made a deal.
So where are you going to drop me?
We'll go from place to place for a while. We're technically both on the run from Emerald, so we runaways got to stick together.
Ash, you know nothing about the runaway life.
Yeah? Want to teach me?
Of course.
They sit in silence for a while as they drive. Estelle looks out the window and Ash keeps his eyes on the road.
Ash?
Hmm?
What happened to you? I mean, what made you cave and work for Emerald?
I wanted to do something right for once. You can see how well that worked out.
Yeah. Can I use your phone?
Oh, sorry. Don't have one.
Wait, what? Why? Why?
Never saw the need.
No family? Nobody to call?
I mean, I had a phone for Emerald, but as soon as I found out about the parasite, I trashed it. And no. No family.
Well, like you said, we runaways gotta stick together.
Ash looks over at Estelle and smiles. She smiles back. They continue their drive. Fade to black. The Girl, the Geese, and the Guise, written by Samantha Bozin. Act 1, Scene 1, The Girl. Lights fade up on Cassie. She is a young woman wearing a muted sweater, plain jeans, and a light jacket. She is outside, sitting on a bench in the park adjacent to her apartment building. There is a small pond and a golf course across from the bench. Cassie is fully enthralled in a book, oblivious to the world around her. Lola enters. She is a young woman wearing a thick coat, 2 brightly colored scarves, and a hat. She carries 2 large bags, one a regular purse, and the other a paper gift bag filled to the brim with other paper gift bags. She sits down on the bench next to Cassie and sighs deeply. Cassie doesn't notice Lola's presence and continues reading. Lola glances over at Cassie, who still doesn't notice. She then begins humming to herself. Cassie finally looks up from her book.
Hey there. Hope you're having a good day.
Oh, I am. Thank you. Are you?
Yeah. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Right. I'm trying to read my book, and I was just wondering if you could maybe not hum?
Oh, sure.
Thanks.
Cassie goes back to reading her book.
You're welcome.
Cassie looks up from her book again and gives Lola a polite smile. She goes back to her book. A moment passes.
So what's your name? Oh, let me guess. Brenda? No, Catherine.
Cassie takes a deep breath and closes her book. She looks up.
I'm Cassie.
Ooh, is that short for Cassandra?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm Lola.
Lola extends her hand out to Cassie. Cassie shakes her hand.
Nice to meet you, Lola.
So, Cassie, what are you reading?
Oh, just a book about the history of jazz music.
Oh, that's fancy.
I guess.
Is it good?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Cassie opens her book hesitantly. Just as she starts to read, Lola taps her on the shoulder.
Yes?
I've never seen you here at the pond.
Oh, yeah. I decided to give it a try. You know, a new reading spot that's relaxing and peaceful.
Oh, yes. The pond is really peaceful. Just me and the water and the geese.
Lola and Cassie look over at the pond in front of them, where a group of geese are gathered.
So, you come here often?
Oh, yes, every day.
That's great.
Yeah, it's mostly just me and my baby geese. But sometimes there are other people. But they usually leave. Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
I'm so lonely.
I'm so sorry. That's never fun.
Yeah.
You don't, have any friends or family that can come here with you?
Lola turns her entire body towards Cassie.
No family. I'm all alone, sadly. It's been a tough year for me.
I'm really sorry to hear that.
It's okay. I'll live. Like I said, I have my geese.
Lola stands up. She gets breadcrumbs for the geese from her purse, walks over to them, and starts making kissy noises. Cassie looks at Lola, then at the geese, then back at Lola. She takes a deep breath.
Did you know that the female is called Goose and the male is called Gander, but the babies are called goslings? Isn't it funny? Goslings? Like Ryan Gosling?
Lola turns back to look over at Cassie.
Who?
Who what? Ryan Gosling?
Do you want to meet me here tomorrow? Yeah, I can bring extra breadcrumbs so you can feed the geese.
Oh, yeah, sure. Why not?
Oh, yay! Okay, meet me back at this bench tomorrow at 9 a.m. And don't be late.
Okay, I won't.
Lola turns back to her geese. Cassie starts gathering her belongings. She stands up to leave. Lola looks over at Cassie and waves. Cassie waves back and then starts to walk towards the buildings. Lola goes back to feeding the geese. Lights fade. Act 1, Scene 2. The Geese. Lights fade up on Lola sitting on the bench by the pond. Just like yesterday, today she is wearing a thick coat, 2 brightly colored scarves, and a hat. She has her 2 bags with her again, and sitting beside her on the bench is an entire loaf of bread. Cassie approaches the park. She is wearing blue jeans and a plain gray sweatshirt, but doesn't have a book with her today. As she approaches the pond, Lola looks over and starts waving profusely. Cassie sighs deeply, smiles, and then waves back at Lola.
Hi, Cassie.
Hey, Lola!
Look what I brought.
Lola grabs the loaf of bread and starts waving it in the air. Cassie squints to look at it as she continues walking towards the bench.
What is that?
It's bread for the geese, silly. Hurry up.
Cassie finally makes it over to the bench. She sits down next to Lola.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. You?
Better now that you're here? Ready to feed the geese?
Oh, sure. Should I just take a slice?
Yeah, take a slice and tear off tiny pieces. You can throw it towards the geese or walk up and give it to them, but I'd be careful. Some of them are quite sassy.
Okay, sounds good.
Cassie grabs a piece of bread and tears off a tiny chunk. She tosses it gently towards one of the bigger geese.
Oh, that's Henry. He's my favorite. Definitely the leader of the group.
Henry?
Yeah, Henry there. That's Susan. Then Deborah, Maggie, and over there, the babies are Tiny Ben and Baby Chuck.
Wow, you named them all. How do you, keep their names straight?
Practice. I spend a lot of time with these geese in the spring. You'll get used to it, don't worry.
Okay, impressive.
Cassie and Lola continue throwing bread to the geese. This goes on for a few minutes. Cassie's phone suddenly begins to ring. She goes over to the bench and answers it. Lola looks back at her, watching her take the call.
Hello? Oh, yeah, sure. I can be there in about 30 minutes. Does that work? Okay, great. See you soon. Uh-huh. Bye. So, that was my sister. She needs me to help her move, some stuff from her storage place to her house, so I gotta go. But we can reschedule if that works for you.
Lola turns back to face the pond. She continues feeding the geese.
Okay, that's fine. I'll be here with Henry.
I'm really sorry, Lola. When family calls, you gotta go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, how's tomorrow then?
Can't. I'm busy.
Okay, the next day?
Lola suddenly turns back to face Cassie.
You know how your sister called you just now?
Yeah?
Can I call you too?
Oh, I don't really like to give out my number to many people. Sorry.
Please? That way we can reschedule and make a plan since I'm busy with my family tomorrow.
Okay. Sure.
Lola smiles excitedly and walks over to Cassie at the bench. She opens her purse and pulls out a pen and paper.
Here.
Thanks.
Cassie sits down on the bench and slowly writes a phone number on the piece of paper. She stands back up and hands the pen and paper to Lola.
Okay, so that's my number on the paper.
Can you confirm it for me?
Last 7 digits are 9636561.
Okay, that checks out. I'll call you.
Okay, or feel free to text. Okay, I really have to go. Sorry. Bye.
Cassie starts speed walking back to the apartment buildings. Lola watches Cassie walk away and waves her goodbye. Cassie enters the building. There are 3 other residents in the lobby: Max, Ellis, and Lauren. They're waiting for the elevator when Cassie walks in.
Hey, Cass.
Oh, hey. Hey, Max.
Was it just me or did I see you talking to Beth?
Wait, no, I saw that too.
100%. I was just about to say something.
Sorry. Who's Beth?
Babes, the woman you were just talking to.
Out there in the park.
The one who talks to gooses?
I'm pretty sure they're called geese, not gooses.
No, they're gooses.
Pretty sure that's not accurate.
Okay, you know what? What does it matter? Cass, that woman, ring a bell now? Beth?
You said Beth? Because, I mean, she said that her name was Lola, so I...
Lola?
What?
Oh my god, there goes Beth with her lies. Again.
Cassie, it's okay. She told me her name was Shelley the first time I met her.
Yeah, always telling lies. Beth is a pathological liar.
Hello. Earth to Cassie.
I just... Wow.
Yeah, like I said, she's a pathological liar. And hopefully you haven't spent too much time out there with her.
Or given her your phone number. Oh, girl. You didn't.
No, not exactly. I mean, I gave her the correct last 7 digits, but I changed the area code.
Ooh, smart move.
Yeah, until she finds out it's a phony number.
Quick question, y'all.
Yeah? What's up, babes?
Is she, a safe person? Like, she's not gonna come after me or something, right?
Oh, she's harmless.
Just a liar.
And desperate for friends. Beth will do anything just to make a friend.
Yeah, but they don't stay long. She's a lot. Yeah, that's the nicest way to put it.
Wow. So I have to go to my sister's, but thank you. Thank you all for this really interesting information. Okay. See ya.
Cassie walks back out of the building in a panic. The three watch her as she leaves, they shrug, and then they get in the elevator. Lights fade. Act 1, Scene 3, God Part 1. Lights fade up on Cassie. It's been 1 week since she last saw Lola. She has just exited her apartment building and is walking to her car in the parking lot. She sees Lola exit her car and walks towards the buildings, but before she can turn around and hide, Lola spots her.
Cassie! Hey, Cassie!
Oh, hey, Lola. How are you?
Lola rushes over to Cassie. Cassie continues walking to her car, trying to avoid Lola.
Cass, hold up!
Hey, Lola. Sorry, I'm just in such a hurry right now.
Okay, well, give me just a second. It won't take long.
Okay.
Cassie stops short. She turns to face Lola.
I know you gave me a fake number.
Right?
Your phone number? It's not functional.
Wait, yes it is. 963-6561.
Yeah, but I tried it and it was an old man named Carl, not you.
Okay, I don't really know what to say because I gave you my number.
Well, here, I wrote down mine instead. And I also wanted to give you this book.
Lola hands Cassie a piece of paper with her phone number on it and a book titled God and Geese.
God and Geese. What is this?
It's a gift, silly. Once you're done reading it, let me know and we can get together to feed the geese again. My number's on that paper.
Lola points to the slip of paper in Cassie's hand. Then she speed walks away into one of the apartment buildings. Cassie stands there, watching Lola walk off. She looks down at the book, confused, then shrugs. She walks to her car, gets in, and throws the book and slip of paper in the back seat. Lights fade. Act 2, Scene 1, God Part 2. Lights fade up on Cassie in the kitchen of her apartment with her sister Megan. Cassie is cooking pasta at the stove. Megan is sitting at a bar stool at the kitchen island while staring at the God and Geese book. It's been 1 week since Cassie received the book from Lola.
Wait, so she just gave you this book, like, randomly?
I guess. I mean, she asked me to read it.
Well, did you?
I tried. I mean, I think she picked up on the fact that I love to read, which is really thoughtful. And then we spent time feeding the geese by the pond, so I guess that's why she chose the book.
But the God part of the book, like, how does that come into play?
Beats me. I don't know.
Oh my God, Cass. This is hilarious. I mean, truly something out of a comedy movie.
Well, it gets weirder.
Weirder? Wait, how is that, like, even possible?
So she hands me the book and the slip of paper with her phone number on it, right? Well, I don't think much of it, so I don't know, toss it in the back seat of the car. I drive to your house. We hang. Whatever. The next day, I'm looking for something completely different in my car, and I find the stuff she gave me, right?
Okay, I'm following.
So basically, I bring the book and the piece of paper inside. I finally get, like, a closer look at the book. I kind of skim through it. Meg, the book had a note.
A note? What kind of note?
It was like a letter, I guess.
Cassie hands Megan a piece of paper.
Dear Cassie, although we haven't known each other very long, somehow I feel like I've known you my whole life.
2 weeks!
A whole 2 weeks! I love the fact that we can just meet up to watch the Geese together. I hope you enjoy this book as it's one of my favorites. Just remember this, I cherish our friendship in which I hope will continue to grow, even after the geese move on from the ponds. Love you. Peace be with you, Lola.
Megan looks up from the letter and stares wide-eyed at Cassie.
Holy shit, Cass, that was mega weird.
Yeah, it is interesting for sure. Oh, but there's more to the story.
Oh, yay!
So anyways, I find this letter, which is oddly personal and sweet, but also very creepy. I don't know. So I find the slip of paper with her phone number on it and try to call her to thank her for the book, right?
Okay, and what did she say?
Well, that's the thing. So you know how I told you I gave her my phone number except I switched out the area codes?
Yeah.
Okay, well, she ripped a page out of my book. She flipped the freaking area codes on her phone number. Just like me.
Oh, what? How did she figure out to do that?
I don't know. But I didn't realize until I saw her at the pond the other day and I asked her why she gave me the wrong phone number. She said that basically two can play at this game and then explained how she figured out how I swapped the area codes before she gave me her fake number.
Okay, well, if she figured it out, then why didn't she just text you? I mean, isn't she kind of desperate for friends?
I don't know. I guess she thought it would be funny, or I don't know. So, anyways, I got her actual number. She obviously had already figured out mine, and that was that.
Okay, so what about the book then?
Oh, yeah, so it's like one of her favorites, and she really wanted me to read it, I guess. I haven't finished it through.
Well, are you gonna give it back to her?
I don't even know. I mean, this whole thing is so weird. Like, when I ran into her and we figured out the phone number thing and I thanked her for the book, I got so anxious and I didn't know what to say or do. So I gave her a piece of chocolate.
Why?
I guess to say thank you? I don't know. I felt bad that she gave me a handwritten letter and a book, and then I had nothing to give her in return. So I panicked, and I gave her some Dove chocolate candies in my pocket, and I gave her one.
Oh my God, Cassie. That is hilarious. I mean, this story just keeps getting better and better. Wait. Did you just give her multiple chocolates or just like one single chocolate. Of course you did.
I know, I'm awkward. What can I say? Anyways, that was a couple days ago.
Wow, Cass, I mean, honestly, I gotta hand it to you. Most people would just blown her off and told her to stay away, but you're very kind.
Suddenly, Cassie's phone buzzes. She sighs and rolls her eyes.
Wow. I never seen someone so bothered by receiving a text alert.
It's Lola, or Beth, or whatever her name is. I don't even know what to call her. She's been blowing up my phone for the past few days. It's exhausting.
But what did she say?
Cassie walks over to her phone and reads the text out loud.
Cassie, thank you for the most delicious chocolate. You are such a wonderful friend, and I'm grateful for you. Let's meet tomorrow at the pond, 3 p.m. Love ya, Lola.
You better call me tomorrow with updates.
I don't know how much longer I can do this. Being her friend is exhausting. I mean, she's sweet, but she goes from 0 to 100 so fast, and I never know if she's telling me lies or the truth or what. Ugh.
Maybe it's time to set some boundaries, right?
Yeah, you're right. Just politely set some ground rules. I can do that.
Megan gives Cassie a hug. Then she sets the table for dinner as Cassie takes the food off the stove. Lights fade. Act 2, Scene 2. Golfing. Lights fade up the next day on Lola waiting for Cassie at the pond. Cassie approaches the bench, but Lola doesn't greet her with enthusiasm like normal. Cassie sits down on the bench next to Lola.
Hey, Lola.
Hello.
Are you okay?
No, I've been very lonely and you haven't been responding to my messages very often.
Yeah, sorry. I just have a lot of things going on with my sister and work, and I just don't have the time to reply to every single text you send me. I'm sorry.
Well, it's okay, but I have been all alone.
Well, what about your family? Have you reached out to them lately?
My family? I don't have any family.
Oh, I thought you were busy a few days ago with your family, and that's why we couldn't watch the Geese.
Oh, right. That family. Yes, that's true.
Okay, so are you ready to feed Henry?
Lola and Cassie look over at the geese. Lola stands up and walks over to one goose in particular. She starts to pet the goose.
Oh, is it that, like...
Dangerous? Maybe for some people, but Henry's my little baby. All 17 of these geese are my babies, and they trust me.
Oh, okay. Great.
Lola smiles at Henry and starts making kissy noises.
Well, you seem to be a bit happier. That's good.
A group of male golfers walk past the pond, startling the geese.
Hey, watch where you're walking, sirs! These geese bite, you know. Henry will get you if you're not careful.
The golfers all laugh at Lola and walk away. Lola huffs and puffs. She sits down on the bench. Cassie slowly approaches the bench.
Hey, Lola. It's okay. They're just stupid golfers. They don't understand.
No, Cassie, it's not okay. These are my babies.
Okay, I get it.
Cassie sits down on the bench next to Lola. Suddenly, Lola stands up and starts to walk away.
Hey, wait. Where are you going?
I'll see you tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Lola rushes off to her apartment building. Cassie sits on the bench, confused as to what has just happened. Lights fade. Act 2, Scene 3. The Guise. Cassie has walked back to her apartment building now, the building across from Lola's. She walks into the lobby and sees Max, Ellis, and Lauren again.
Hey, Cassie Cass.
Hey, everyone.
You okay, hon?
No,
Let me guess. Drama with Beth.
I don't understand what Lola's. I mean, Beth's deal is. Like, I just don't get her.
Babes, no one does. It's kind of the point.
I give up.
Cassie starts to head for the elevator.
Wait,
Ellis runs over to Cassie. Cassie stops in her tracks and turns to face Ellis.
I have something important to tell you.
Okay, what?
Well, just be careful with Beth, I mean.
Thanks, Alice. As if I didn't already know that.
Cass, I am serious. You know how she lives in the apartment building right across from us? Well, I keep seeing her sitting on her balcony with binoculars.
What?
Yeah, I think she's watching you.
Wait. Huh? When do you see this?
Well, I know that Beth lives alone. She literally has no friends, no family, nobody. And so she has like all the time in the world. And I keep seeing her staring at something this direction through her binoculars.
When? What time of day? I mean, why me? Wait, also, she keeps saying she has family. She does, doesn't she? Or...
No, she doesn't. Remember, she's a liar. It's kind of normal for her to make up things like that. I mean, she's lied countless times to me and Max before we even realized what was happening. Different lies every time. She's just desperate. But, babes, it's okay. She's totally harmless. Just a lonely woman in need of constant affection of something.
How do you know that? What the fuck is happening?
Cass, listen, it's like every couple of days around 5 p.m. The reason I think she's spying on you is because I'm like 90% sure your balcony faces hers. Look, I didn't want to say anything at first because I wasn't totally sure, but I'm pretty certain now.
Thanks for telling me. I gotta go.
Cassie rushes down the hallway and runs up the stairs. Ellis watches Cassie run off, and then Max, Lauren, and Ellis exit the building. Lights fade. Act 2, Scene 4. Guilty. Lights fade up on Cassie pacing back and forth in her apartment. She sits down on the couch and takes a deep breath.
Okay, Cass. It's okay. Alice said she's harmless. Whew. Okay, yeah, I got this.
Cassie looks at the clock, which reads 4:58. Cassie stands back and peers through the blinds of her living room window. Cassie sees Lola in the building across from hers. Lola walks onto the balcony and sits in a lawn chair. She pulls out binoculars. As Lola puts the binoculars to her eyes, Cassie quickly closes the blinds and backs away from the window.
Fuck.
Cassie walks over to her phone, picks it up, and dials Lola's number. She walks over to the window again and watches Lola through the blinds. Lola answers the phone.
Hello?
Hey, Lola. You feeling better after the whole golfing thing this afternoon?
Yeah, I'm so much better. Thanks, Cass. So do you want to go to dinner with me tonight? Are you home right now?
Sorry, Beth. I'm busy.
What did you say?
I said I'm busy. Indefinitely.
I could have sworn that you called me...
Beth?
Where did you hear that name?
Look, I don't want to play games with you. The other residents told me the truth about you.
What did they say?
You lie. A lot.
What are you talking about?
Beth, you're a liar. You lied about your name and your family, and now you're being creepy, watching me through binoculars from your building.
Cassie is still watching Lola through the blinds. Lola quickly sets the binoculars down in a panic.
Leave me alone. I don't want to be friends with you anymore.
That's just cruel, Cassie. I never did anything wrong or bad to you. I treated you so well, and I thought our friendship was real. The chocolates, the book, the geese. Wasn't that fun?
It was until I realized that those tiny, insignificant actions don't match with who you are on the inside. Who you, Beth, really are. I'm sorry, but I need to cut off communication.
Everyone always does this to me. Everyone always leaves me, and you're just like them. Shallow.
Stop. I'm not doing this with you. It's not fair.
It's not fair for you to give up on me like this over a few tiny lies.
Tiny lies? Your name is not a tiny lie. It's one of the most integral parts of who you are as a human being. Not to mention all the other lies you have told me just to get in my good graces. Beth, I can't be friends with you. I know you are lonely. I get that.
No, you don't. I see you. I see you make dinner for your sister, and I see you watch TV and socialize in the lobby with Max. Why don't you ever invite me over to do those things?
Because I just met you 2 freaking weeks ago. Also, what the fuck? Stop watching me in my own home. I will call the police. I will. Don't test me, Beth. Beth? Hello?
My name is Lola.
Lola has suddenly hung up the phone. Cassie throws the phone on the couch and paces around the room. Lights fade. Act 2, Scene 5. Growth. Lights fade up on Cassie a few days later. She is sitting on her sofa watching TV and eating popcorn. Cassie's phone rings. She picks it up.
Hello?
Hey, Cass.
Oh, hey, Megan. What's up?
Well, I just wanted to check in, since everything with Lulu or Lola or whatever her name was.
Lola. Well, I mean, technically Beth, but...
Yes, that's right. I still think that's funny. I mean, totally creepy, but definitely something that would happen only to you.
I'm sure it was super funny to everyone else. But to be totally honest, I mean, this has been one of the weirdest months of my life. Hands down.
Yeah, I get it. I'm just glad you're okay. So, anyway, what's the update?
Oh, right. So yeah. Knock on wood, but I haven't heard from her in days. Which is saying quite a lot considering all the texts she used to send me daily.
Okay, well, that's good news. Do you think, she stay away for good?
Cassie gets up off the couch and walks to the blinds. She peers through them to see Lola's balcony. It's empty. She then looks over at the bench by the pond. Lola is sitting alone. The geese all begin to fly away, migrating to their next location for the season. Cassie is about to step away from the blinds when she notices a woman approach the bench. The woman sits down next to Lola and they begin talking. Cassie sighs deeply and steps away from the blinds.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say she moved on. Thank God.
Cassie lies down on the couch, smiling with relief as she continues her conversation with Megan. Fade to black.